Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So 2 days ago, I posted a video that Microsoft was working on 4 new features in Edge Canary, which is the preview version of the browser. And it seems that since posting just a couple of days ago, Microsoft is still working on new features that they are adding now and are starting to test in Edge Canary version 115, which is the latest preview version. So once again, just to collate a couple of the new features into this video for today. If you are interested in new features that Microsoft is testing in Edge Canary that possibly, not guaranteed though, but possibly could make their way down to the stable version in an up-and-coming stable release. Now, in no particular order, and just starting with the sidebar and the side panel. And by the way, I'll leave that previous video down below if you'd like to go check that out. Now, starting with the sidebar and the side panel, there's quite a lot going on. And the first is that the Bing button, which is found in the top right of the toolbar, was previously called the Discover button. And now, as you can see, when I hover my mouse over that little fly out menu now says Bing Chat. So the Discover button has been renamed to Bing Chat. And the next feature regarding the Bing Chat in the side panel, I haven't received yet because it's on a controlled rollout. But nonetheless, there are reports that the chat pane has a new background color and also a new logo that's found here at the top. And Microsoft now calls it Windows Copilot. So here where you see this empty space, that's now going to have Windows Copilot. And as mentioned, the Discover button has now been renamed to Bing Chat. Now, the next new change with the sidebar and side panel is regarding customizing the sidebar and the side panel. And there's quite a lot going on here. This is actually looking quite cluttered and quite claustrophobic, where Microsoft now has placed all of their productivity tools, socials, quick launch buttons and so on, which have now been added as options to be able to add to the sidebar and the side panel. And there are a whole lot of new options and socials and apps and so on available. And although for you is quite cluttered, they have categorized it into different categories. So you got by Microsoft. So there we go. You can add those to the sidebar in the category of Microsoft. Then you get social, and you got all your socials you can add now to the sidebar. You get productivity with all your productivity tools, and there's a whole lot of new tools and so on that Microsoft is adding and has added for testing. Too many to go through in this video, else we will be here all day. We've got fun, so you've got your different buttons for fun, shopping, which you can add to the sidebar. The next category would be news, and then we've got sports and so on, and it just carries on going. So you got life, games, education, and I'm actually trying to find, there you go. So education is the last one, and you have got a couple of new buttons and tools that you can place into the actual sidebar. So as mentioned, customizing the actual sidebar and side panel now, quite a lot going on with this latest update. And if we just compare that quickly to the customization options available in the stable version, you can see that a lot has changed. And this is what the customized sidebar currently looks like in the stable version. And if we head back to Canary, you can see quite a lot more going on and looking very cluttered and very claustrophobic. But if you go check this out for yourself, they have added a lot of new tools and shortcuts and buttons. So go check it out. As I say, just too much to get into for one video for the purpose of this video today. So that's regarding the actual sidebar and the side panel. And now moving on to a feature in Edge that automatically, as many of you may know, automatically groups tabs when you drag and drop them. So as an example, if I want to take this tab and I want to drag it and drop it over there, we can actually group tabs when you drag and drop them on top of another one in Edge, Microsoft Edge for desktop. Now Microsoft is testing another change to make it a lot more obvious that tabs now will be grouped. And if we just head over to a couple of screenshots provided by Leo over on Reddit and Twitter, because this new feature hasn't rolled out to Edge Canary in my region yet, which is quite common. New features can be pushed out to different regions using a phased controlled approach. But nonetheless, the first is regarding vertical tabs, and this is how it currently is. So if we have a look at this screenshot and GIF provided, that's currently how the feature looks when you actually drag and drop a tab on top of another one to create a tab group. So there we go. That's how it currently looks in Microsoft Edge. And this is what Microsoft is now testing in Edge Canary. So if we just have a look at that, you can see now if we drag, you can see it highlights it with a kind of a blue rectangle with a bit of a highlighted color in the center. So that's currently what it will look like. And that's the vertical tabs. And if we go to the tab strip at the top using the rounded tabs, this is currently what the feature looks like. So that's what it looks like if we are dragging and dropping tabs in the tab strip using the rounded tabs at the top. And this is what the feature now looks like, which has been updated in Edge Canary. And you can see once again that blue highlighted rectangle around the actual tab, and that little blue color and tinge in the actual center of that tab. So that's just now Microsoft testing a change to make it more obvious that tabs will be grouped, and that's now been tested in Edge Canary version 115. So a good couple of new features, as mentioned, Microsoft testing now. And as mentioned, it's not yet confirmed if all of these will roll out to the stable version, but I do know that especially with the sidebar and the side panel, a lot of the features Microsoft does test in the preview versions do make their way down to the stable version. But obviously, I will keep you posted and let you know accordingly if any of this does take place. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.